Welcome to High Voltage Laboratory. This is the fifth experiment. Aim of the experiment to determine the impulse ratio of a porcelain pen insulator. Apparatus required: impulse generator 400 kV 20 kJ, high voltage AC transformer 500 kV 500 kVA, porcelain pen insulator 11 kV. Theory: the ratio of impulse per core voltage at 50 cycle per second is called impulse ratio. This is the formula how to calculate impulse ratio. Impulse ratio equal to impulse per core voltage divided by per core voltage at 50 cycle per second. That means AC voltage. The value of threshold voltage taken at any atmospheric condition is reduced to the reference atmospheric condition according to the Indian standard specification. There, temperature 27 degrees Celsius, pressure 1013 millibar, absolute humidity 17 mm per meter cube. Circuit diagram for impulse voltage test system 400 kV. This is the circuit diagram of the impulse test voltage. You can see input is 230 volt AC and this is the output terminal of the impulse. Output is 400 kV. Impulse generator consists of three main circuit. One is the transformer, another is the voltage doubler circuit, and third one is the mark circuit. And you can see this is the voltage divider. You can measure the impulse voltage help of this. And this is the test object 11 kV pen insulator. You can see this is the high voltage terminal and this is the ground terminal. The test object parallel to the impulse generator. And this is the picture of impulse generator. This is the transformer and this one is the voltage doubler circuit and this is the mark circuit, and this is the output terminal of the impulse voltage generator. And you can see the output of the impulse voltage generator connected to the insulator. This is the 11 kV pin insulator. Top point is high voltage and bottom point is the grounded. The total metal frame is grounded. And you can see one rod is connected here. This is the discharging rod or ground rod. You can see number of capacitor connected to the circuit. Then capacitor is charged in high voltage. Then you can off the power of the transformer, but that time capacitor will store some charge. Then you can direct touch the impulse generator. Then this is dangerous because some capacitor will store the charge. Then the capacitor will discharge through your body. Then you can first help of this ground rod manually discharging each terminal of the high voltage point. Circuit diagram of AC test setup 500 kV. This is the input terminal. Input is 440 volt AC. Output is 500 kV AC voltage. You can see one auto transformer connected to the 440 volt AC. Then the auto transformer output connected to the primary side of the main transformer. Then you can adjust the primary voltage help of the auto transformer. Then respect to secondary also you can adjust. Then you cannot measure direct high voltage help of any voltmeter. Then you can use instrument transformer like PT. Then one coupling capacitor is connected here. This coupling capacitor also measure the high voltage. Then this is the test object. The same test object you can test in impulse flasher voltage. Then same test object you can apply AC power frequency flasher voltage. Then we can find out the impulse ratio. What is the formula of impulse ratio? Impulse for flashover voltage divided by AC power frequency flashover voltage. Then the test object connected to the parallel to the main transformer. Then some water resistance is connected here. You can see what is the function of water resistance. It limits the short circuit current of the test object. This is the picture of main transformer or high voltage transformer. This is the high voltage terminal and this is the water resistance. You can see one wire is connected to the water resistance. And this is the picture of main transformer, water resistance, and this is the test object. The same test object. You can test in impulse, then same test object you can apply AC power frequency voltage. This is the top is the high voltage point and bottom is the ground point. Precaution. These are the precaution. You conduct your experiment. First you can read the precaution, then do your experiment. Procedure. First check the connection. If your connection is wrong, then you can directly apply high voltage of the insulator. Then any short circuit will be appear. Then this is danger for you and also for the instrument. Okay. First you can apply the impulse flasher voltage of an insulator. Then you can take the reading. Then the same insulator connected to the AC power frequency voltage. Then apply AC power frequency voltage and note down the flasher voltage of the AC power frequency. This is the procedures. Then observation. When the atmospheric condition in the insulator during the test differ from the reference condition, adjustment should be made to certain of the test voltage by application of following correction factor. Correction factor for air density, correction factor for humidity. Where P is atmospheric pressure in millibar, T temperature in degree Celsius, R is the relative humidity in percentage. Okay. Then note down the parameters. Because today temperature, pressure and humidity differ, then you can first note down the today temperature, pressure, humidity, then you can find out the correction factors. Correction factor for air density. Air density factor, calculate here. You can put the value of pressure and temperature, then you can find out the D value. Then the corresponding K value is here and you can help of D. Let your D value is 0.85, then the corresponding K is 0.86. Then correction factor for humidity. Absolute humidity in gram per meter cube. This is the formula for correction humidity factor. T is the temperature and R is the relative humidity. For better accuracy, a correction should be applied to absolute humidity value obtained from given table. Okay, you can see there is 3 graphs there, A, B, C. A for, there is already mentioned, A is approximately 50 Hertz, means this is the graph A for AC signal, graph B applied for positive impulse, graph C applied for negative impulse. Our requirement is graph A, graph B. A for AC voltage calculation and B for impulse voltage calculation. Let your value of absolute humidity 20, then you can find out the correction factor corresponding. Let your value is 20, then you can see the correction factor is 9.2, here is 990. Then this is the midpoint. Okay, then you can take the reading and calculate the correction factor. Today, first find out the atmospheric pressure, temperature and relative humidity. Why? It required for calculation of air density correction factor and humidity correction factor. You can see this is the humidity, this is the temperature, this one is the atmospheric pressure. Humidity is 70.1 and temperature is 31.5 and pressure is 970.4. First you can note down 970.5, temperature is 31.5 and this one is the 70.1. Then you can put here, this is the calculation of air density correction factor, first D, and put here pressure and the temperature. Then how much value? It come 9.93. Then the value of K, corresponding K also 0.93. You can see the table. And the absolute humidity calculation, then you can put R, relative humidity, and this is the temperature. You can find out how much. This one is the 22.8. Then the value of H, corresponding factor for AC, you can see the graph and you can find out the correction factor is 0.88, and for impulse the value is 0.90. This is the control panel of impulse generator. You can see this is the power switch, this is the stop button. These two are the indication for the overcurrent. During your experiment, if current will be increased very high, then this switch will be glow. Then you can first reset the overcurrent, then you can start your experiment again. You can see this is the emergency trip. If you are during your experiment, any short circuit will be appear. If any high current will increases, then you can just push it. Then the machine will be tripped suddenly and voltage fall to 0 value. You can see this is the ammeter, this is the voltmeter. This voltmeter measure for the DC voltage, not impulse voltage. This is the switch for set impulse DC AC. Okay, then this is the auto transformer. You can increase the voltage help of this switch. Then this is the peak voltmeter. This peak voltmeter measure impulse per core voltage. You can see this is the voltmeter and this is the multiplying factor. And this is the power bottom of the meter and this is the polarity. One is the positive polarity, another the negative polarity. Our experiment conduct only for positive polarity. Then you can set the positive polarity. If you require negative polarity, then you can just change the polarity. But our experiment in positive polarity, then you can set it. Okay, this is the manual reset. How to calculate the meter reading? Let your pointer in hold in 100. Then how to calculate it? 100 into, this is the multiplying factor 4 into 291.1. 291.1 is the meter constant. Then how to calculate impulse per threshold voltage? This value multiply this one and 291.1 divided by 1000. This is the impulse per core voltage. Okay, then you can start our experiment. You can see machine will be on. Then increase the voltage slowly. You can see this is voltmeter, voltage will be increases, but the peak voltmeter 0. This is only measure for peak voltage. Means this is the threshold voltage of the insulator. You can see this is also increases, but this is 0. You can see meter will be indicate how much? 110. 110 into 291.1 into 4 divided by 1000. 10 into 4 into 291.1 divided by 1000. How much? 128.08. then manual reset, then again increase the voltage. You can see, then same voltage 110, then this is the 128.08, then again manual reset, then again you can start. Same value 110. Okay, then you can find the average value, calculate the average value. You have take the impulse flasher voltage reading, but at the same time I have not show you the flashover on the insulator, because there are two rooms. One is the control room, I have operated the machine, and another is the test hall. Insulator is there, camera cannot capture both at the same time. Then first see the flasher voltage appear to the insulator, then test AC power frequency flasher voltage. Now impulse flasher voltage test is completed. Then same insulator you can test in AC power frequency voltage. First you can discharge the impulse generator, then you can disconnect the wire. Same insulator you can test in impulse flasher voltage, then same insulator you can apply AC power frequency voltage. Then first you connect the insulator to the AC power test system. This is the control panel of AC test setup. Okay, you can see this is the power button on off switch, this is the auto transformer switch. You can rotate it, then voltage will be increases. This is the voltmeter, you can see how much volt. This voltmeter show you voltage in kV. Okay, this is the current, this is the also a voltmeter. This ammeter voltmeter only measure the primary current, but this is measure the output voltage of the transformer or flasher voltage of the insulator. Okay, then you can start. Some noise. Now machine will be on, then increase the voltage slowly. You can see pointer will be increases. See voltage, the time 50 kV. Can increase voltage, how much voltage flasher will be occurs, you can find out. You can see voltage now 70 kV, then voltage increase slowly 75, 80 kV, now 90 kV. This is the flasher voltage is the 90 kV. You can note down here 90. Then again start 3 times, same follow the impulse. Impulse you can test it in 3 times and AC tested 3 times, then you can calculate the average value. then it to 0 condition, then again on. Then increase the voltage slowly. You can see voltage will increases 50 kV, 55, 60, 65, 70. You can see now 80 kV. Then voltage will increases. Faster voltage is 90 kV. Then again to 0 position. Then again increase the voltage slowly. You can see voltmeter will be increases. Now 60 kV, 70, 75, 85, 92. This time 92. Now calculate the impulse ratio. Impulse spark core voltage divided by spark core voltage at 50 cycle per second. Means this is the AC voltage, this is the impulse voltage. Already I have tested the insulator. How much the flasher voltage of the impulse? 128.08 kV and power frequency flasher voltage 90 kV. This is the different reading 90, 90, then 92, then you can calculate the average value. Okay, but this is the actual condition. But I have calculated the reference atmospheric condition because flasher voltage also depend upon the atmospheric condition. Then already I have calculated air density correction factor 0.93 and the humidity correction factor for AC 0.88 and for impulse 0.90. Then I have calculate how to calculate 128.08 into H how much? For impulse is 0.9 divided by K how much? 0.93. This is how much? This is 123.9. Already 3 value is same. Then this is the average value also 123.9 kV for impulse. Then calculate the AC power frequency flasher voltage. Also how to calculate AC power frequency voltage already mentioned here. AC voltage 90 kV into H how much? 0.88 divided by K how much? 0.93. This is 85.16, but this is the 92. Then again calculate 92 into 0.88 divided by 0.93. How much? This is calculate 87.5. Okay. Then the average value of this and this how much? 85.9 kV. Okay. Then finally calculate the impulse ratio. Impulse voltage, flasher voltage 123.9 and AC power frequency flasher voltage how much? 85.9, that equal to 1.44. That is the impulse ratio. 1.44 is the impulse ratio of a porcelain pin insulator. See the calculation. Then final calculate the impulse ratio. Impulse ratio of a porcelain pin insulator is 1.44.